Hey guys, Zandi here. Today I'm going to chat about Witsand, Struisbaai and Mosselbay. Let's get on the clock. So I want to chat about these three different areas. So I stopped in Struisbaai because they spoke about having these giant stingrays that come up to the shore and people can interact with them, and unfortunately I did not see them, and apparently the weather was not fantastic for that. But I did stop at a restaurant there that I really did not enjoy. And so what would I say if you're going to Struisbaai, for whatever reason that you stop there? Pack a picnic, sit on the beach, have your picnic there. The place is very it felt racially charged, so I think if you're not into that kind of basicness, I think pack yourself a picnic and enjoy your time overlooking the ocean. It's a beautiful place, and I think it's just a little bit challenging just because it felt weird. So that's that. And then I stopped in Witsand. So I went past Struisbaai on my way to Witsand. And Witsand is a beautiful little town that has the most beautiful sunsets. That I would definitely have to say. They have beautiful sunsets and they have a beautiful swimming beach as well. There isn't much to say on the area because I think I only stayed for 1 or 2 nights. But it was absolutely beautiful. They've got a small local restaurant called The Anchorage, and they had a vegetarian burger patty, which I had, and it was lovely. The locals are amazing. There is a charter that does go out, so if you're looking to go spearfishing, there is a charter that does go out. Obviously it's weather dependent. The accommodation that I stayed at was okay. I would say look on Airbnb or booking.com, find something that works for you. All of the places are more or less you live in a big house with everyone else, you know, and you just have your little spot in the world. So I don't think there's anything that I would really say for the accommodation aspect. It all pretty much looks the same, but what I would say is get outside for a little sunset happening. I think that is important. And then I went to Mosselbay, and again, so Mosselbay was amazing. I found this incredible Airbnb place. I think it was something like 250 Rand for the night. It was amazing. They've got beautiful markets that you can go and explore, but I'm not really on a big buying trip. I didn't really go out to the restaurants, but what I did do is stop at Indalo Game Reserve. And Indalo Game Reserve is an elephant interaction place, which was absolutely amazing. I loved everything about the place. I loved the hosts. I loved how they treated the animals. Yeah, it was interesting. So they have 3 interaction options. So you are 1, able to walk with the elephants, 2, you're able to feed the elephants, and I think there was another option. But what was amazing is you still get to go on this beautiful game drive where you get to see, I mean, we saw rhino, we saw giraffe. We saw rhino and giraffe, and I was pretty happy. And it was a really lovely trip, and I would definitely encourage you to go and check it out. I think, again, you know, it's so important to note that, you know, the tourism industry has taken a knock through this pandemic, and I think it's actually beautiful to see how we are able to support these businesses along the way, especially when the owners and the people who are running these businesses are good people. You know, I'm always about that. I'm always about the human interaction. I'm always about people. And I think that remains a thing for me. If I don't enjoy the people, the place doesn't even begin to matter for me. Yeah, so that's all I actually have to say for Mosselbay. I stayed in a beautiful place that had this beautiful green garden. It was lush, it was massive, and it was so affordable. So I absolutely loved it, and you guys must check it out. That is a close on it. I didn't go to restaurants. I didn't really do much exploration outside of the game reserve. So it is something that I had identified as something that I wanted to do, and I'm so glad that I was able to have that elephant interaction. So I have 5 minutes left on the clock, and I'm happy to close that little diary entry. Thank you so much for watching. Cheers.